Today we have two very special deliveries for you guys. The Apollo IE and the car that I ordered over a year ago.
God, the color is so good. I have wanted Steve to get one of these for forever. Very impressed.
My Apollo is here and it has been quite the journey. Oh my God, that was scary as f. The fraud scheme behind the Apollo is actually crazy.
Involving a promise of a $2 billion return.
This is by far the most rare car that I have, by far. Today we have two very special deliveries for you guys. Of course, the Apollo IE, and there are three crazy things that happen behind the scenes on that. We won it at auction, and I'm gonna go over that crazy experience with you. Number two was that it's just missing a bunch of parts, and we have work ahead of us to get that thing up and running. And then three was the financing, where I almost couldn't afford this. I was a straight up degenerate, this close. But for now, we're gonna get the car that I ordered over a year ago. That is the only car that I have in this color, Ruby Star Red, and let's go head into the dealer. Hi. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Awesome. Thanks so much for taking care of us. Totally wrapped. I love it. It spent a lot of time on that container ship. Were they trying to wait for a tariff to maybe roll off?
Exactly. They were. That's exactly
what was happening. Cool. I love how it's wrapped up, leaving people in suspense.
I love that.
This is amazing.
Your past couple hypercar deliveries have been in crates, and we weren't there when they were
I would love
unboxed.
to see one uncrated.
I know.
Just rip it, man.
That's what she said. Dude, this is cool.
Oh my God, the color is so good.
Oh, sweet, the carbon. This is where I start remembering all the stuff that we spec'd out, Tommy. I'm like, oh, we did a good job here. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the way. That's the way. And then everything else loosens up.
Oh my God, it looks
You guys
so
are so
good.
smart. There, I got it. Boom. There's no frunk on that. I think I knew that. It's funny because the 9912 had a relatively large frunk. Right assembly. Son of a gun.
There we go.
Boom, the carbon roof. Not gonna lie, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
That is what she said. That looks really good.
Hell yeah.
Bro, dude, it looks so good.
My first pink car. I mean, I know it's Ruby Star Red, but we're gonna call it pink. That's beautiful. Have you guys had a Ruby Star delivered here yet?
I've had a couple of the Ruby Star Neos, but not the true Ruby Star.
That's beautiful.
Dude, first impressions?
That's amazing. Like, this car has so many more little like body design features than the RS that we rolled up here in. Drove very similar in my opinion, but it looks incredibly leveled up.
I think that's a compliment because your 991.2 3RS drives amazing.
It does.
They're great cars.
Oh, it's 100% a compliment. I mean, it's the only car I've bought 3 of now, right?
Yeah, you're right. Until we rack one more Senna.
Yeah, that's true. Stop it. So talk to me about the exhaust. Catback doesn't void warranty, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. Headers will avoid warranty.
It will if something specific was damaged because of those headers.
Because of that? Okay, gotcha. Tommy's like, we're gonna get
I'm
the
gonna
camera.
get it on film, just in case. I remember when Mate told us.
what I
when
thought of.
Yeah, no, tell the story.
He's like, I'll pretty much cover it. He's like, there's nothing you can do to this that won't be covered under warranty. I'm like, watch it.
Well, yeah, we'll take you up on that.
I don't think there's anything you can do to this car that would void your warranty.
But these things are ironclad. I have not had a more reliable car than my other 3RS. We beat it, and we put 15,000 miles on my Lizard Green one and nothing. 0 problems.
They're the only car that you can get, drive as hard as you want, it'll never break, and then you can sell it and break even. They're the best.
God bless. Do you have credit card, medical, or personal loan debt? Are you buried by credit card bills, personal loans, or medical debt? It can feel like your money's working for everyone but you. Don't let it keep slipping away. Try PDS Debt instead and discover why thousands of people each month trust PDS Debt to save them time and money. PDS Debt does more than just help you manage your debt, they empower you to take control. With their technology, they go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation. No more cookie cutter solutions, just a clear path to financial freedom that fits your lifestyle. And here's my favorite part, there's no minimum credit score required. Whether your credit is bad or fair, they're here to help you save more, pay off your debt faster, and start putting money back in your pockets where it belongs. Getting started is easy. Go to pdsdebt.com/Hamilton to complete your free debt assessment and see what options are available to you. Anyone with enough eligible debt automatically qualifies. Every day you wait, it's costing you money. Get started with your free debt analysis in just 30 seconds at pdsdebt.com/Hamilton. That's pdsdebt.com/Hamilton. Take back control of your future by visiting pdsdebt.com/Hamilton today.
First cold start.
They are just about done detailing the car. This is actually the service center here at Porsche downtown Chicago. Stu, of course, took amazing care of us. For years, we tried to get one of these things, and he just kind of took care of us. I don't know. How did you line up with him, Tommy? What was the story there?
I think our buddy Mo referred me to you, and you, right out the gate, you're like, I'm your guy.
And he took care of us. Great communication along the way. Got us a PTS Porsche literally from the factory. And we couldn't be more thankful for the guys here at Porsche downtown Chicago. All of them, from the finance department to the detail team, service guys, all of them took exceptional care. So thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir.
Glad we made it happen.
If you guys need a Porsche, make sure you guys come and see Stu at Porsche downtown Chicago, and he will take just as good a care as you as he did us, and that you have my word on. Of course, we had to bring the cars side by side. You can see how much more bold this one looks than the 9912. Now, I was told that we only have 500 miles that we have to break it in, so Tommy is gonna drive this back to HQ. And back at HQ, we're gonna unload the Apollo, and we're gonna show you guys the Apollo IE. I wanna make sure that I thank GT3 Belts. They are giving us some pink seat inserts that we're gonna put in this thing real soon. And then, of course, Flexi Shield is gonna take care of us on the PPF. We use them on every single one of our cars because they make the best stuff, period. And the biggest thank you again to Stu here at downtown Chicago Porsche, because they are the biggest and best homies in the world. So thank you again so much, and we're gonna enjoy this thing for a long time. Appreciate you guys.
Guys, we made it. We're in the 992 GT3 RS. I'm so excited. Since I saw this car on the lawn at Quail, the launch edition car.
You better freaking believe I'm gonna add the GT3 RS to the collection, the 992.
I think you should do Ruby Stone Red. He was like, I don't know if I want to do pink, but I think Ruby Stone, one of these would look awesome.
I have wanted Steve to get one of these for forever. I worked my butt off to get an allocation. I knew he wouldn't pay overage, so I'm like, all right, we gotta find one at MSRP, and Stu hooked it up. Well, I gotta say, first impressions, I'm blown away. I can't say that it's extremely different than the 991.2 GT3 RS. It is similar, but it's definitely nicer. Everything is so well put together. I think Porsche has the best fit and finish of any of the supercars. I know when you get in the hypercar realm, it gets crazy with Bugatti and Pagani and all that stuff, but I mean, for a sub $400,000 car, I'm very impressed. I knew it was going to handle well. All 911s do. It's their thing. I've absolutely loved the 911s that Steve has owned in the past. He had the Safari, Lizard Green GT3 RS, this current GT3 RS, and now this car. And I gotta say, between all of the cars, this is by far the smoothest and the most dialed. As you guys know, the stats are all over the internet on this car. 525 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. It's not the fastest car in the world. It can't even do 200 miles an hour, but that's not really the point. This is a track car, straight up DRS. I was just doing some research about all the dampening controls and suspension settings this thing has. It is overwhelming how smart these cars have gotten. It has more downforce than the Senna, which just blows my mind. It's so hard to believe for me. I am so excited this thing is joining the collection, and I can't wait to share more about this car with you guys, have you guys sit in it and start it up. And we have wheels, exhaust, seat inserts. We're really gonna make it our own in the next few weeks. So once it's dialed, we will do plenty of fun content and lots of donuts once the break-in period is over.
This is where we'd usually do donuts, but we have to do break-in miles on this thing. We can't beat it, so we owe you guys donuts. But I do want to plug that we have the coolest shirt I think that we've ever designed, the Apollo. We're only gonna do 200 of these shirts, and we're gonna do some sweatshirts. I haven't determined the quantity yet. We'll throw that on screen. Really great shirt, amazing design. Click the link in the description. You guys can get them before they sell out. The Hennessy drop sold out in like an hour, so make sure you guys get these bought ASAP because they are gone once they're gone. Of course, we have the 3RS shirts on the website right now. You guys can also go buy these as well. Let's go get the freaking Apollo now. The day has finally arrived. My Apollo is here, and it has been quite the journey. Tommy and I talked about getting this Apollo for a few weeks once we saw it coming through at Bonham's auction in Monterey.
This is the 2022 Apollo Intensa Emozione, the Ocean Dragon Edition. One of just 10 cars built and one of only 4 in the US.
I had set a predetermined amount that I wanted to bid up to, which was $3 million. You'll find out in a little bit that I went higher than that. But there was also a lot of things wrong with the Apollo that really drove down price, and more on that in just a little bit. I mean, I like big wings, and it doesn't get it doesn't get bigger than that. It's like Pagani meets extremely bold, crazy track car. Is that a Pagani underneath it? Back to the part where the car is not fully together. So we walked into the auction realizing that it's missing seats, it is missing a front left center cap, was missing a fuel cell because this thing was mid-service when it got seized by the federal government. Apparently the guy that bought this car and a bunch of other cars was running something and scamming people. I don't know the full story behind it. Part of the reason that drove down the price was that all of these parts were missing. Nobody really knew what was included, how to get it back together. And the door's also broken, and it also never had a title. So Tommy was just like, Steve, you'll figure all of this out. And I'm like, seems like kind of a mountain to climb, Tommy, but I'll put faith in you and I will go ahead and bid on this thing. Once we get it unloaded, I'll tell you guys this super cool story on how we met some amazing people at the auction and how I think that this thing is gonna be seamless and get it really easy to get going again.
What are in these boxes too?
Who knows? Are those the seat components? That doesn't look like enough. Oh shit, you good, Henny? Yep. That's for spraining my ankle at basketball. Bro put my ankle out for a month. Oh good, there's a lot. The more the better. Look at the blue carbon, bro. I haven't even seen the interior. That's beautiful. I think those are the fuel cell parts too. That's a W. I wasn't sure if we had those. Just a $500,000 interior and components scantily spread about a truck. God bless. Don't scrape up my interior. Hoses, okay. Is that the cash? Cool. Apparently the guy also left a bunch of cash in it from whatever scam he was doing. Is that my exhaust? I thought it had tailpipes on it. It's scrapey. So they left the exhaust tips on. It's crazy how much they had to remove to replace a fuel cell. Like that's a big job. This might be the first time there's been an Apollo in Illinois. I mean, there's only 10 of these in the world, and we think there are only 4 of them in the USA, so this is by far the most rare car that I have, by far. And of course, since there's only 10, every owner got to totally spec them out, so there is none of these that are quite like the other one. And I think this is the best spec of the 10. It's called the Ocean Dragon. It has like, I don't even know how to explain the paint, like the chameleon paint that changes and color shifts. And so just a beautiful spec. And I mentioned back at the auction that I had seen this in Monterey 2 years ago. Oh yeah, that is
nuts.
Crazy. That's such a car.
Yeah.
This is a bold car. Should we have one of those in the collection? Yeah, maybe. And I'm like, that is the coolest car that I've ever seen. Never thought I would own it, so I'm thankful and happy to have it here. You sound worried, Andrew.
Sunglasses.
Got you.
You should put them on.
No thanks. I don't know what he has touched her. Anybody else maybe, but this guy.
How are you feeling about this one specifically compared to like any other car delivery you've had? What makes this one so
you can't compare it against any other car delivery, but any other hyper and supercar delivery, this is like top 15, 10%. This might be the one I'm most pumped about. It's gonna be so insane. I've never driven one, which is the case with every hypercar that I buy. Except for, okay, maybe the Hennessy I drove. I'm told that the Ferrari V12, the Porsche Cup body, I think. Bro, now there's 2 Bs. Oh my God, and 3. Sheesh. I'm gonna die today. This is actually a 6.3 liter naturally aspirated V12 Ferrari engine, and it does 780 horsepower, which is kind of on the lower echelon for hypercars. And
760
foot-pounds of torque, so maybe there's some mods we can do to get it a little quicker. This is always scary, just watching the car teeter, because you've seen the videos of the Ferrari, I think, just fell. That would suck.
Don't foreshadow now.
I know. I don't even know if it has functioning brakes right now. This thing only has like 250 miles on it. That's delivery miles. I took delivery of my Bugatti with 350 miles on it. This has less than delivery miles. Nobody got to enjoy it. This is so scary. I see the stop, but the stop is like down the ramp. Let me know if you guys need another hand up there. That thing looks lightweight. He's barely putting anything into it and it's just going. I'm assuming by Ocean Dragon they have it kind of go from like a dark gray carbon to a green at some angles, and then also there's blue carbon accents, so it's like a dragon coming out of the ocean. I don't know, maybe that was the original thought process. Maybe we should ask the original owner. We did meet him. Comment below if there's a great license plate idea that fits into the Apollo theme, the huge wing, the dragon, that is also extremely sexually provocative. We gotta sneak something by the DMV. We have our own dedicated rep at the state of Illinois, Mrs. Caroline Shirley, who squashes every license plate idea. This is what scares me, like there's no one behind it. I am at the 3/4 angle and like it feels like 70% of my view is just wing. I also want to talk about the extreme challenge that I had. So at this point, I made a video before on how I finance a bunch of my vehicles, and actually at this point I own the majority of them. So there's also a funny story on how I almost couldn't afford this thing after I won it. So we're gonna talk about that too, but it was actually a little scary after winning it. Andrew, you're a good boy. Oh my God, that was scary as frick. All that held this thing from being a McLaren Senna from the Hamilton collection was that rubber stopper. Andrew, you're a good boy. Oh my God, that was scary as frick. Beauty. It's crazy. Right now, all you see is the gray carbon, but at the right angle in the sunlight, you see green.
Good boy.
He is a good boy. Oh, I don't want to, man, that wing is flex. I'm like, that wing is flimsy. That may be the flimsiest wing I've seen. I'm just stopping it from rolling too fast. Oh boy. Oh shit, those are
I think they'll be fine.
Bro, he entrusts me with one thing the entire time he's been here and I drop them and I almost get run over. Sorry, Andrew. There's your glasses back. Very nice. Let's get it pushed inside, yeah? So we can't steer this thing? We have to like kick them. Someone could go in the passenger. Don't pull it too hard. It's one notch. Don't pull the second notch or the door detaches. Here, one. I thought it was like hard to pull. It's so easy, which I can see why that other door popped off. You pull that thing too hard, the door just pops off. There we go. Oh. That's the first time I have opened the door myself. Beautiful interior. Who wants to sit in it and steer?
Oh, there's no seat. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you already.
How does it feel, Andrew?
Oh,
Very comfortable?
it feels like I'm in an AirPod case. Wow.
We got you. Just turn all the way right.
Wow, look at the paint. Look at the, oh, you guys can't see the paint like I can.
Bro, I just did leg day. Sat like literally minutes ago. Oh no.
Wow, Steve, you really did hit leg day, didn't you?
I did, bro. You like them calves? Oh, right there, all right. That was sucky. I only get more tired banging Tommy's mom. Let's talk about the crazy financing debacle that I put myself in. So I was basically pretty much stretched thin for how much cash that I had on hand. So I went in there assuming that I can get this car financed because I've never had a problem. I shouldn't have had a problem, but basically this car did not have a title and that is what created a significant problem. So I already got approved to win the vehicle at auction, won it, and I'm going to the typical bank that I go to and they're like, we can't finance this thing. It doesn't have a title, like we can't receive ownership or put a lien on this. So I'm like, oh crap, like I don't wanna be the guy that committed to this car, has a social media channel and ends up failing at basically paying for this thing. We can't just walk in there with duffel bags of cash like we did for the Lamborghini STO. Long story short, worked really hard, had a few homies in the industry that helped guide me to the right place, and I was able to find a bank that was able to finance about 80%, 75% of this car, and we got it done, and that is why it is here. But it was a very scary moment for us here at the Hamilton Collection because I was about to be a degenerate that couldn't pay his bills. Oh God. So the fraud scheme behind the Apollo and many other hypercars is actually crazy. Apparently there's this couple in Las Vegas that bought 12 different hypercars, and each buyer that they got for a hypercar was promised that there was an overseas person that was willing to pay more money for it. So they'd go to a guy like me, say, buy this Apollo. I have an overseas buyer lined up that's gonna pay $2 million more for it. The thing is they didn't have any overseas buyers lined up at all. They were just keeping the cars for their own personal clout.
Documents obtained by the 8 News Now investigators reveal more about what Metro Police call a massive fraud scam involving a promise of a $2 billion return. Police say Zhang and Nilufar Ri told investors to buy so they could then resell them to overseas luxury car buyers. But detectives believe those buyers never existed. Police say the situation became so dire, Zhang Ri allegedly bet their last $10,000 in a poker tournament.
I don't understand how ignorant you have to be to not know that that's gonna come back to you. They got locked up by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police. All 12 cars and a boat and some other stuff went to the auction that I actually won this at. So this car is all part of that crazy operation. And the unfortunate investor that paid whatever he paid for this vehicle, his loss is my unfortunate, also very fortunate gain. My favorite part about this Apollo is not what you think. It's actually the whole story about what happened on my birthday when I won this vehicle. So Tommy and I had planned to bid up to $3 million on the Apollo IE. And of course we ended up bidding a little bit more. But we went into the auction completely unaware that some of the stuff was included with this vehicle. We weren't sure if the interior was included. We knew the fuel cell was broken. We knew we'd have to figure out how to fix that. We noticed this front left center cap was missing. This door right here, you can see it says do not open driver's door. It's because you can't open the driver's door. It's broken. Apparently if you pull the handle like halfway, that opens it, but if you pull it all of the way, it just pops it off. It's like a racing feature that seems a little insane, but it'll make my claustrophobic butt feel better if I get stuck in there. I know I can just do that. Or take the hammer from the Koenigsegg and smash my way out of there. I always thought the hammer and the Koenigsegg was a weird thing.
With the door open, you have a great look at my very favorite warning label in this entire car, emergency hammer. I bet your car doesn't come with an emergency hammer, but this one does.
Essentially, this thing's running through auction, and Tommy and I had a whole checklist of things that needed to be figured out. The cool thing about that is so did everyone else. So nobody knew how to get this thing up and going, how much money it would cost, where the parts were. So when it ran through auction, I think that it went a lot lower because of that. Look at this spoiler. Look at the back end of this thing. It's so freaking insane. Vehicle runs through auction. I actually thought I might be able to get this for like 2.6, 2.7. And in actuality, I think this spec is worth probably 4.3 to 4.5 million. So it runs through, the bidding's happening pretty quick. There's a Boring Life of Eli guy that throws in the bid at 3 million. I'm shocked when it gets to $3 million. And then it continues going up to $3.1 million. I'm already out at this point. You can see at the auction, I'm actually sitting waiting for like a minute and a half with no decision. And they were all egging me on.
It's not over. It's not over.
It's your birthday. This is the birthday present.
Is it your birthday?
It's your birthday. Come on. One more. One more. Look, hey, come on, pull it. Let's pull it. One more.
There's actually 3 gentlemen from Barrett Jackson auction sitting next to me, and they're like, we have been to infinite auctions and we've never seen an environment like this. Tommy actually kind of amps me up and talks me into bidding 3.125 million.
3,125,000.
After auction fees, that's like 3.44 million. So expensive, but still I think $1 million below what this car is actually worth if we can figure out all the stuff that needs to be done. So I bid, and this lady who had waited like anytime someone would bid a higher amount, the auctioneer lady waited like a minute for everyone else to throw in their other bid. I put 3.125. She just looked at one other guy. She's like, are you in? He goes, no. She goes, sold.
It's his car. It's his car. Are you giving in? Are you sure? That's very gracious. And thank you very much. Birthday boy, it's your car.
Yes!
3 million.
Yes!
It's your car.
Let's go!
She hooked me up. They knew it was my birthday. They're egging me on. And then the craziest thing happened. The whole audience broke out and sang happy birthday to me, which was like, for me, one of the coolest experiences in my entire life. I felt so loved, and it was just so freaking cool.
Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you. Let's go!
And in case you're wondering where Tommy was for this vlog, he and his wife Heather just gave birth to this amazing little bundle of joy. So we will have him back on the channel in no time, but for now, we're giving him time with his little baby.
And then what do they do right after that? There's still like 10 more hypercars running through the auction, and they roll this out to the grass right behind everybody. It's the only car that they brought out. So I got to like see and access my car right away, which doesn't usually happen that quickly. And I go out there, and there are 2 people waiting out there. One of them was the original owner, the guy that actually spec'd this from the factory. He is a great dude. I won't disclose his name for his privacy. Immediately offered to have his staffer come reassemble all this stuff and get it together for us. He said he'd fly him out for a few days. The guy knows the car through and through. He also said that they found most of the hardware. They saw most of the seats in the back. So I'm like, wow, I have most of the interior. I should have the fuel parts, fuel cell, everything that I need, although the fuel cell's broken. More on that in just a few seconds. That was a really cool problem to have solved. And then they show us how to open the door, which isn't all that challenging, but he told us why this door popped off. The double click, don't ever double click this thing. So we open one of the doors, and what do we find sitting inside the bare monocoque? The missing center cap. Another problem solved. Like, to get one of those machined would have took some work, would have taken some time. After that conversation, the other gentleman standing next to us was a extremely close friend of the new Apollo CEO. A thin, tall German guy is like, I'm really good friends with this guy, and I'll make sure that he gets this fuel cell covered for you and covered under warranty. And this is a 2022 with less than 400 kilometers on it, so it sounds like it's still under warranty, and I also get a fuel cell replaced for free. I literally have all of the problems that existed with this car solved 10 minutes after I win the auction. The only problem is time. It's gonna take me probably 3 months to get the fuel cell and the fuel cell installed. Once I have that installed, everything else can kind of go in over the course of a few days. So I haven't heard this thing start up yet. It's gonna be arguably top 2, top 3, maybe even my favorite car in the entire collection. Definitely my favorite looking car. I've already ordered some Vossen wheels that are gonna be super high polished, so shinier than this, a more bold design, because while these wheels are cool, I just don't think they're bold enough for the look and the design of this car, and Vossen has some great looking styles and they always take amazing care of me. Let us know what you guys want to see us do with this vehicle. If you want to see certain drag races, anything fun. I would be doing donuts in it if I could, but thank you so much as always for watching. Be sure to share your shit, be good to others, and y'all have a good day.